So a little quick update on the quarantine tank. Fish are doing well, eating. At first, I was trying to give them some pellets and they weren't eating. Like a whole day, they weren't eating nothing. And then I got some shrimp mysis, or the little frozen pellet stuff, and started eating that. And then the next day I gave some pellets and then they started eating. So it took them a day to get adjusted, but they're doing good. I've been doing water changes every other day, but it's like nerve-wracking because like you don't want the ammonia to spike and become like toxic to them. So sometimes I do it every day, and then other days I like skip a day. Biggest thing, feed lightly, feed what they eat, and if you can, take a syringe or something and like take out excess food that's just like laying on the ground. Also, like their poop, if you see it, take it out of there. Don't let anything break down in the tank because that's gonna start the ammonia spike. So just a few things to think about. Next week, if everything goes good, I'm just gonna put them in the main display. Because doing this, if you get busy at work or whatever, like it's kind of nerve-wracking because you don't want the ammonia to spike in here. So it's just like just another hassle, I guess. Like you just always think like, wait, are they doing good? Everything fine? But yeah. Also the PVC, these clowns do not use the PVC. Like I came in here at night, lights everything off, and they're just kind of like hanging out in that corner over there. So I guess some fish don't use the PVC, or these guys aren't scared. I don't know. But yeah, just a little update. Alright guys, part 2 of the update. As you can see, the fish are in the tank. So what happened was, it was supposed to be 2 weeks. It was close to 2 weeks, and work kind of got busy and everything else. So just for the health of the fish, I brought them in the main display. They were eating, no signs of disease, so hopefully nothing else breaks out. But so far so good. I did get a small cleanup crew in here, and that's for as far as livestock. Okay, so coming to the back, I know I said I wasn't gonna put a skimmer on, but my pH was like below 8, a few points below 8. So skimmers help pH a little bit, not a whole lot, so I just needed a little help. So that brought it up to 8.2, so I'm happy with that for now. Let's see, the light. So going with the skimmer, I had to change the light. It was just getting really tight back here because the Radion arm was like 3 inches wide. Maybe it was enormous for something for a tank this size. So what I did was I had one of these Aqua Illumination 16 HD reef. And it comes with this adjustable arm. So the problem was when I put that skimmer on, the Radion was like all the way to the left, kind of where that stand is. But this, you could kind of adjust it and move it to the center, and the Radion, you couldn't do that with that arm. So the light will be fine. This is a good light, and I'm gonna keep mostly Zoas in here anyways, so that should be more than enough. The other one was overkill anyways. Also had a major problem. So I got the cleanup crews in, snails and everything. So wake up one morning and I see the back chamber filled with water. ATO sensor was submerged. And I'm like, what happened? Did the ATO sensor like mess up? Was it malfunctioning? Come to find out, snails covered the overflow, blocking water to go back to the chambers, dropping the water in the back, telling the sensor that it needs more water in the tank, and it was a mess. It was a disaster. Salinity swung a little bit, few points, nothing crazy. Thank God I didn't have any corals in here. So to fix that, I got one of these little guards. So I got this innovative marine fish guard. So it's for fish and stuff to not go through your overflow, but it'll work for snails because the overflow has like 4 slots cutouts, and if snails block that, it'll block the water, flow of the water, see? So it doesn't take much in these nano tanks. So this has cutouts on the side, little sides, bottom. So even if snails get on this, literally a pack of them would have to get on this to cover this. So even if a couple get on here, there'll be water still flowing to the sides, making it work properly, right? So the sensor water level should be fine. So it's been on here for a day, and it's been happening every night for the last 3 nights. So crazy. So if you have this tank, or you have an overflow and all-in-one, look into this. Alright guys, so that's pretty much update on the tank. I'm not gonna do anything more drastic, and I'll try to like record everything, but it was just a matter of getting the fish in the tank. So AI 16 HD light now, skimmer is the Tunes 9001, and the innovative marine fish guard to keep snails from blocking your overflow. One other thing I want to mention is skimmer. It has to be mounted on this side. It can't be mounted on that side because the overflow baffle is higher on this side. So in order for this skimmer to be submerged enough for it to work, it needs to be on this side because the baffle is a bit lower and you can get that magnet put on. I had it on that side and something wasn't working, and the water flow wasn't there for the skimmer to work properly, so I had to put it on this side, which is fine. Just make sure you don't push it down too much in between those 2 baffles where you can't get that magnet out, because if it gets stuck in there, good luck getting it out. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I got some par videos coming up. If you got a Cube 20, you can kind of get a general idea of par. And finally, we're gonna get some corals, dip some corals and all that fun stuff. Catch you guys on the next round.